Hello, I hope I have sound. I don't have sound. Yes, I do. I don't. Yes, I do. Cool.
Early one morning the sun was shining, I was laying in bed, wondering if she has changed at all, and one of her hair was still red. Her folks said our lives together sure gonna be rough. They never liked Mama's homemade dress. Papa Bank book wasn't big enough. I was lying on the side of the road with the rain falling on my shoes, headed out for the East Coast. Lord knows I gotta pay them dues. Getting through, tangled up in blue. Well, she was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. Helped her out of the jam, I guess I used a little too much force. Well, we drove that car as far as we could and abandoned out west. Split up on a sad dark night, both agreeing to be the best. Well, she turned around to look at me and I was walking away. Heard her say over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue. Tangled up in blue. Well, I had a job in the great North Woods working for a cook as a spell. Never liked it all that much, and one day the axe just fell. So I drifted off to New Orleans, where I happened to be well employed, working for a while on the Fisher boat docked outside Detroit. And all the while I was alone and the past was close behind. Seen a lot of women and she never escaped my mind, and the feelings grew, tangled up in blue. Well, she was working in a topless place. I stopped in for a beer, kept her looking on the side of her face in a spotlight so clear. And later on, as the crowd thinned out, I was about to do the same. She stood there in the back of my chair, said, "Hey, don't I know your name?" And all the while I submitted, "Thanks, cat." As she bent down to tie the laces of my shoes, tangled up in blue. Well, she lit a burner on the stove, offered me a pipe. Thought you never said hello, she said, you look like the silent type. Then she opened a book of poems, handed it to me, written by the Italian poet from the 15th century. And every one of those words came ringing off and pouring like coal, pouring off of every page like I was written in from my soul, from me to you, tangled up in blue. Well, I lived with them on the Madigan Street, in the basement under the stairs. There's music in the cafes at night and revolution in the air. He started dealing with slaves and something inside of him died. She sold up everything she owned and froze up inside. And when the bottom finally fell out and I became within draw, the only thing I knew how to do was just to keep on moving on like a bird who flew, tangled up in blue. Well, I'm going back again, I got to get to him somehow. All those people that we used to know, they're not illusions to me now. Some are mathematicians, some are carpenter wives. Don't know how dog